I was purely guessing that was Daranger's message. As it turns out, I was very right. I feel like that was a correct bet. Alright, okay, we have to keep an eye out for the Wookiees on the ground. I feel like we've already killed all of these. That was such an ungodly amount of damage. I feel like this is the most successful run in Knights of the Old Republic that I've ever done. Toxin can't stop us. I think nothing can, to be honest with you. Here, have some Master Valor. And then one-shot that Viper King. Okay, maybe not one-shot. Two-shot, though. Take it. That is a speeder. That feels like a Mandalorian thing. Go on, hit him. Mandalorian swoop. Alright, can we just get in here without... do nothing. Alright, so let's unequip our weapons. Do we really have to be specifically alone for this? It's entirely possible. Dead Wookiees. Alright, here come the Mandalorians. Alright, boy. Time for you to die. First, let's get some life back and oh, dead. Jesus. Okay, well, that dude did damage. We're also trying to apparently 1v1 him with fists. That's not how this is gonna work. Ow. Come on. I don't know why you're just using normal attack, bro, but that is not how this is gonna work. Alright, you really need to do the rapid shot, which is very, very good indeed. Apparently he died. Are you dead yet? No. I feel like we tried to hit him with our fists there. Which is totally something our character would try to do. Luckily we have his hand cannon. 6 damage? That's not a whole lot. Dude, you can't 1v1 this in range. This hand cannon is the most OP artillery piece in the galaxy. And it's handheld. I don't know what kind of Mandalorian bitch-ass blaster you're pulling out there, but it's not going to do the job. Swoop bike signal device. Vibro sword. I feel like this is useful. First, let's heal. Back up to full. Now, HK, of course, has passive regeneration because we repaired the fuck out of him. HK, of course, we got him heavily damaged, but we spent a lot of time repairing, so now he has a passive regeneration thing. Which is actually quite powerful. Negating the most major downside of having a droid companion, which is that you cannot heal him with the Force. But we can, of course, now. Alright. I'm not sure if we can do this with weapons, but... we can just, of course, equip them later. Signal device must have used to collect data. Right. Place the thing and activate it. This is probably going to lure him back. Yes, it did. Good, good, good. You also look like the leader. Isn't that what you Mandalorians live for? Without your interference. Alright, let's get back on that damage hype train. Now, we're not buffed. This is unfortunate. We do need at least Master Speed active. I feel like this guy needs to use the stun ray. Mandalorian Command. That guy is probably quite powerful. Let's actually just start hitting him. Alright, we need that at least, and we need that at least. Jolie's already dead. Let's run for a second and use that. HK is taking a power. Are we buff enough to kill these guys? We should be. Alright, HK, you are really in the line of fire here. Let's take these guys down individually. We can deal with these. Ow. Ow! Alright, time for life support back. I feel like he just double grenaded HK. Let's run away for a second. I know, very heroic. I'd stand my ground, but I don't have enough HP. Alright, let's keep the advanced med pack on. I could just hit you with a little force light. And then hit you with that. They're tossing plasma grenades and missing horribly. Oh, come on. That is not the amount of damage we normally do. Alright. Now, they are at long range, which is a very, very, very big mistake. We have gauntlets of Uber Blaster Bolt Deflection, which gives us time to get on our force game. Ow. And our med pack game. Should have probably used this earlier. Where's my shield? Prototype shield. Alright, now let's go and obliterate them. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. That's not as much damage, but it did the job. Now, you missed a lot of shots, though. Okay, well, turns out they didn't even get through the shield. Mandalorian helmet? Helmet? I don't recall that being part of this game. Again, restored content mod, probably. Shiny Viral Blade, Mandalorian Battle Armor. Assault Rifle. Let's see what chat thinks about this. I love Kodor. It's a shame it is less stable than a jelly in an earthquake zone on Windows 10. I actually find it to be pretty good, even with the flawless widescreen patch. I mean, it is heroic if there is no soul alive to talk about what happened. I feel like that is true, you know? It's a kind of like the victor writes history type situation.
Yeah.
Alright, so can we now go talk to Furman McGee back here? Alright, so don't mind this weird ass thing we are covered in. We are covered in, I don't know if it's caramel or something. It absorbs damage, that's good. Have you returned? Did you kill them all? Yes, I feel like we did. See the trophy helmet from the one that gave orders. Their bodies will not last long in the Shadowlands. I am glad. The taint of them? They're cowards. The forest will consume it all. Hope it does. Must acknowledge that you're an outsider, not to be truly trusted of access fellow Wookiee have. Here, take this single of my hunting clan. I wonder what we got. Is it like a weapon or something? It won't be a rifle. It won't be a bowcaster either. It won't be a glow rod. It's not a Mandalorian assault rifle. I have no idea what we got. Let's see. Is it in the log? Maybe. Item lost. Mandalorian helmets. Acquired item. Rough cut Upari amulet. What the fuck is that? Won't be an implant, Let's just find it here. Let's see. Stun ray, clothing, assault rifles. Baragwin flamethrower. Uses unlimited. I feel like I bought this for HK and then I never equipped it. Advanced gravity well, advanced stun ray. Very well. Never-ending flamethrower. Do it. I feel like we shouldn't, because his weapon does more damage than a damn flamethrower. Maybe we should just unequip it. Maybe we should just unequip everything, so he uses his gun more. Because that gun is what's dealing the damage. Warblade, Vibra Sword. Short lightsaber, crystal. It's a rough cut Upari and ooh, it's a lightsaber crystal. Although as jewelry it is merely decorative, the crystal that this Wookiee hunting clan amulet looks similar to those used in lightsaber construction and may have interesting properties. Alright, so that was worth. Hopefully it was worth. We'll see. Have you ever played the Old Republic MMO? No. No. I'm not interested in MMO shit. I'm interested in good single-player experiences. Which... Right, we have to go that way. Which are not being made anymore, so... In fact, just a couple days ago, we were playing the Command & Conquer Generals campaign. I know, it's crazy. Nobody does that anymore, but I do. Alright, so we have to go this way. You actually return to the city world from the opening of this game about a century after the Sith nuked it from orbit. Can't be much left standing there. You killed them all the women and children. Yes, I did. Story is so good if you only play the 8 class stories. The DLC expansion they added was fun, but yeah, I played mostly the class stories. Expansions are great if you want tons of flashy stuff with no sense of plot. I just like good stories, you know. Which is why I'm so fucking pissed that they fucked up the last Game of Thrones episode. I'm still salty about the last Game of Thrones episode. And I'll continue to be salty, but at least tonight we'll get the... Alright, at least tonight we will get the... Hopefully an episode that'll make the previous episode less bad. I have zero hope for it, but, you know, you gotta... We're committed now, boys. We're 8 years in. We're committed. The Endor Spire is still there, mostly intact. I feel like that thing literally fell in... Wait, didn't it literally explode? It either fell from orbit to the planet, in which case it wouldn't have lived. Or it actually blew up in orbit. I feel like it blew up. Feels like a single player game now with newest expansions. I know some cool mods for generals. Oh, me too. I'm a mod DB man, trust me, I know all the mods. I know all the mods. Played that game endlessly. I spy with my little eye a star map which is sealed and cannot be opened. So let's talk to that man.
Initiating neural recognition.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it holds what you seek. Good luck getting it operational.
Don't worry, I spec'd into computer use.
Complete. Preliminary match found.
Told you, computer use.
What the? It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface.
More like rejected.
Greetings.
Never mind.
This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time.
I was gonna make a male pattern baldness joke, but kinda stuck in my throat. What was that bad about the last Game of Thrones episode? I feel like that question comes from either one or two people. One, someone who hasn't seen the show, in which case you're not gonna understand the investment that you have in a show that's been running for like 8 seasons and 8 years worth on pure logic and character development. Or B, someone who has watched the show and is fundamentally incapable of understanding the quality of the writing and what the show is built on, which is the drama of the character interactions, what they do, the people themselves, and the fact that the characters are set in their own little interactive stories, which always stick to their own rule set, right? I mean, in this world, if you did something stupid, you died. This show has always had a very specific, I'm gonna call it rule set that it always followed, and the last few seasons have broken it since the writers have no idea what the fuck they're doing. And I feel like in both cases, explaining what was bad about the last episode is not gonna come in for either of these two people, since they either haven't seen the show or they're fundamentally incapable of understanding what made that show. It's a single player game without the expansions. No idea how it survives even though it got yeeted out of void of space. Yeah, it did get destroyed, didn't it? I've seen all the episodes. Alright, well then you're just fundamentally incapable of understanding what the show was riding on and how it has now gone to shit. Which is okay. You can enjoy it the way I enjoy it, as a summer mindless, a summer blockbuster action movie. The same way I enjoyed The Last Jedi. Turn your brain completely off and don't think. Which is sad, because in Game of Thrones, you didn't have to turn your brain off. In fact, you had to turn your brain on if you wanted to understand what the fuck was going on. And that made that show so good. And they fucked it completely, but that's okay. Again, you can just enjoy it as a mindless, don't think about it thing. Which is so sad now. But okay. Who the fuck plays this terminal here?
Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to environment. Behavioral reconfiguration will be needed before access. I am
How about I
sorry.
reconfigure your
I do not mean
face?
to confuse you. I will answer questions to the best of my programming limitations.
Alright, activate that star map.
Accessing? Yes, I have found a star map in original system memory. Access is restricted.
Fine, grant me access. I got the computer skills, I can do this. Also, what the fuck are you doing on the bottom of the damn floor? This basically confirms that all these trees were once not here and that the Rakadans fucking planted it.
Error. Data regarding author of the star map is corrupted.
That's unfortunate. What do we need to get access?
Your request requires additional security access. You must be made to match the parameters I have been supplied.
Fine.
There are measures available. Personality profiling will verify the basic structure of your conscious mind. With that, I will determine whether you are ready
Oh,
to
great.
receive
Personality
the
test.
star map, or can be made ready.
Alright, well, go on.
Information unavailable. If you have further questions, ask them now. Access will terminate with success or failure of evaluation.
Begin evaluation.
Evaluation commencing. Result will be compared against the pattern in memory. Just act like you should. You travel with a Wookiee and have encountered complications. Hypothetical. You and this Zalbar are captured and separated. If you both remain silent, 1 year...
Alright, it's the
for each
old
of you.
prison
However,
thing.
call Zalbar
The
a
solution is to
traitor,
both
and
stay
he will serve
quiet, if I
5
recall
years,
correctly.
while you serve none. He is offered the same deal. But if you both accuse the other, you both serve 2 years. What do you do?
And again, the
What do you
solution to
trust
the
him to
prison problem is hypothetical, and if the other guy rats you out, then you're fucked. But that's okay. I think the solution was both stay quiet.
Are you sure? If you turn, you
Yes,
risk
that dude is
2
alive
years,
dead to me. He wouldn't
or
fuck me
none
over.
at all. If you reply on loyalty, you risk 1 year or 5. Your loyalty is dangerous. Your
Not my
companion will
loyalty,
take the
his
opportunity
loyalty.
to benefit by turning on you.
And his
Zalbar's
loyalty is
family
unquestioned
mired
as
in
such.
treachery. What loyalty do they know? Your answer is incorrect.
No, my answer is actually correct, but you're processing it as incorrect, that's fine.
I must match your behavior to the pattern in memory. You must answer truthfully, knowing the consequences. I must demand honest acceptance of the proper behavior. That is a condition of my programming.
Fine. Continue with your evaluation.
The previous incorrect response will be discounted. Future incorrect responses will result in rejection. Hypothetical. You are at war, deciphering an intercepted code. You learn 2 things about your enemy.
They
A single
suck.
spot in their defense will be at its weakest in 10 days, and they will attack one of your cities in 5 days. What do you do with this information? What is the most efficient course of action?
How about we let him attack and... No. How about we divert the attack, and then while the army is away, we fuck him up. You know, be where your enemy is not. Let's Sun Tzu this shit. Suddenly reinforce the city while prepping to attack. Prepare my forces to attack in 10 days. Do nothing with the city. You can subtly reinforce without alerting them. If you pick this, they're gonna be alerted to you having the code. This is what they did with the Enigma machine and the code back in World War II.
This is no decision. I ask again. Do you save your people or abandon them for the sake of the war? Attempting both will merely dilute your efforts. Would you trade 1 victory for 2 failures?
No, we are actually trading half a failure, which is the subtle reinforcement, for a full victory. But where's the other 1.5 failures coming from exactly? This is interesting. The class mission stories and planet story missions are solo missions, and even the co-op operations can be done. Interesting. Always thought it was more of a World of Warcraft thing, MMOs. What is your mother's maiden name? What is the name of your first pet? The password for the star map is 123456. I feel like there are people that would program it that way. In that case, we'll have to prepare the strike, I'm afraid. I mean, without much more information, you can do a lot of shit here. I mean, additional information could completely change this answer, but I'm kind of more... I kind of feel like I want to deal the damage instead of just taking the damage, so...
Very good. If you had moved to evacuate the city, you would have alerted the enemy.
Yes, again, Enigma machine. We already know how this works out thanks to World War II.
The people in that city. You wisely ignored sentiment in your decision.
You let a couple of people die, and then you gain victory in other areas. Again, that is... World War II has already fixed this for us. Victory is irrelevant. Stopping the war saved many more people. Death of those people would spur my forces on. I feel like that is the incorrect motivation. This is more factual, and such we're picking that.
You achieved the proper result with logic that does not match the pattern in memory. I shall adjust my evaluation. Hypothetical. Remove the ongoing war from the previous example. Consider enemy states to be weak and remote. With no external threat, your empire stagnates. Your people become complacent and begin to question you. Same scenario as before.
Yeah, we got nationalism for that. The United States has already shown how that one works. You just brainwash everyone and then they'll follow you anyway. Into tyranny, and whatever the hell. You can bomb millions of innocent people, alright? And nobody is gonna do shit if you have enough nationalism. This is why they let you recite the, like, American, the national anthem or whatever the fuck. Before every, like, baseball game and shit. Alright? With enough nationalism, you can get all this morally questionable shit right out of the way. We already also know that from history, so I feel like this is not a very difficult thing to answer. I do nothing so I can attack their weak spot later and save more lives. I stop the attack, I will appear to be the hero. You can't quite let the attack happen. I mean, it would kind of do the whole... Okay, so this is kind of the let 9/11 happen and then go pick all the oil fields in Iraq. But I also feel like that wasn't a conscious decision. Stop the attack, appear to be a hero. I feel like that one works better. Because then as the hero you can still lead them into the war without losing a bunch of civilian lives. I do nothing so I can attack the weak spot later. And save more lives. You discover an impending attack, but also a weakness that will come after. How do you react? I do nothing so I can attack the weak spot later and save more lives. Stop the attack, appear to be a hero. I'm very undecided between these two. They're both... You know, you stop the attack, or you do nothing, which... Yeah, I suppose we'll go with the appear to be the good guy. And then lead them into war anyway.
But if nothing happens, your people will have no need of heroes.
Yes, they do, because the people are always up for a good hero story. They will literally invent them out of nothing. That's called propaganda.
The pattern in memory. Access denied. This system will purge the subject as false. Defense mode initiated.
I feel like this guy fails to understand the subtleties of war, but that's okay. Fine. Okay, droids. Let's hope they don't have the insta-kill you flamethrowers. But that was only on impossible mode, so we may be... Ow. We may be fine. I say as we take a lot of damage. So let's get that +2 to defense. You heal and you heal, which should bring us back to full.
Yes.
I mean, we are standing in a lot of grenade... Okay, so they're just grenading us down. Which means we need to get the fuck out of the way. Do the heal again. Okay, now it's out. That is very unfortunate because our buffs are gonna... That did 60 damage. Can you kill him? Dude, you literally have a destroy droid. Please. Thank you. Alright. Now, give me a cheeky heal. We need a cheeky heal to keep us alive. Alright, good. You just keep... No, wait. We have a dedicated destroy droid. You should be destroying the droid, and then you should be healing.
Yes.
There we go. Droid disabled. Taking a ton of damage. And there it goes. Let's see. Do we have any loot? Do we have loot? We do not indeed have loot. Scorch marks from the damn plasma grenades. Alright, can we now access?
Scan complete. Analyzing. Well, it would appear initial assumptions about you were incorrect. Secondary scans during battle have revealed much. Under duress, your emotions
Very revealing
were easier
scans.
to read. Programming now instructs that I give you what you seek.
Well, that was easy. Feiner, you are familiar with the policy in chat that every spoiler results in a permaban, right? Now, I'm gonna give you one warning, but... First of all... Where's the remove message thing? No, I just want that message gone. Ban user timeout. No, I just want the fucking... How do I get rid of a fucking message? I never actually do this. No, I don't want him banned. Timeout, bans, timeout. How the fuck do I remove a message? Alright, let's see. If I... Okay, that removed the message. I believe I clicked 1 minute, but that's fine. Alright, don't worry guys, chat has been purged of spoilers. But don't do that again, Feiner, because you know better and you did that intentionally. Don't catch me you doing that again. Or don't let me catch you doing that again. Just open it up and bridge it with the with the paperclip. That's literally how you break security systems. Not gonna look at the not gonna look at the YouTube video right now. Your fascism is based on the hero figure. It's like the Star Wars dark side is full of losers. But the losers are extremely painful in and of themselves. I just bought Star Wars Empire at War. Any mod that you recommend for beginners? I feel like if you've just bought the game, then you can enjoy the base game for quite a while. And if you just want to expand the base game, I feel like the absolute enhancement mod or absolute corruption mod for Forces of Corruption is a great way to start out. By just adding things to the... by just adding a couple of things to the game without really changing the systems. It's not an actual spoiler, it's a joke link. Well... Again, I'm on stream right now, so I can't quite look at that. Why the change? I failed the initial test, that's right, I do as I say. You can't quite say that to a droid. That doesn't work, mate. It also doesn't quite work when you say it to people, but... What did your scan during the battle reveal?
That information is not available. Soon you will recognize the proper course to follow. The star map is yours. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has finished with the subject. Executing final action.
Self-destruct.
Parameters reset. Stasis initiated.
Okay. It wasn't self-destruct. Alright, let's get that. Let's see. Did it activate already? Did we like get the quest thing already auto, or do we have to click on it?
I always knew there was something funny down here. I wonder if the star map...
Yes, it was your boldness.
The evolution of the creatures here in the Shadowlands. Might explain why it's so dangerous.
That's the only funny thing in here.
An interesting theory. I suppose we don't have time to test it now, do we? Now that we've got the...
We should be heading back to the treetops. Can we? Okay, so we already got it. That is good. So now we just run straight back to the thing, you know? Every time I complete one of these quests and, you know, the entire area is clear, I kind of get the feeling we should hurry the fuck back to where we came from, because I always feel like something, like some catastrophe is going to happen if we stay here too long. But we already cleared everything, or almost everything. Maybe they respawn. That wouldn't be bad. But I always get this, let's hurry the fuck back. Because of, you know, they could still spawn some super enemies or something. But we are so OP that I don't even think that that would really be a problem. But I still feel like we should get the fuck out now that we completed our task. I recommend the Empire War Remake mod. It is a unique mod. This is true, but it does change the game up significantly. Also, all these other suggestions, Alliance, Awakening of the Rebellion, these are all very different mods from vanilla, right? If you want something to just expand on vanilla, then you need something more basic. Why can't I go to... Right, because Jolie is an old motherfucker and he hasn't caught up yet. Get your cane, old man, and hurry the fuck up. Republic at War, though, that's a fairly basic one. That's a fairly basic one. Absolute Corruption adds some hilariously OP units. Yeah, true. But at the same time, it does keep the general gameplay of the game intact, right? Which is basically what he was looking for. Did the newest version of Remake release yet? No. You would, also, sorry again, Jerry. Yeah, no problem, Fano. I mean, you know the whole policy regarding spoilers. Maybe it was unintentional, and that's possible. Again, I don't hold it against you. But do try to be more careful with that stuff in the future. There's some people that haven't played this game that might want to, you know. But no, if the mod is released, as usual, you'll all know about it because I'll give an ad in the Discord server in the updates channel. Current release date is set to the 15th if we get the polish ready before that. It's not a hard release date. Hang on, that body... Was that body there? Yes. Let's also level up these guys. But yeah, it's not a hard release date. It's... So it is subject to change, but we're probably like 75% sure gonna stick to the 15th. Oh yes, we get Master Rapid Shot. This is... It's gonna be good. We already have the weapon focus of the blast rifle, so we get the +1 attack bonus. Improved toughness would be very good, especially for HK, but Master Rapid Shot is just way too good. Especially with this hand cannon. Right, you get the treat injury, feats... I really want to go for toughness. Especially on Consular, since, you know, low health. And all that, but Master Speed. This doesn't apply to the whole party. Valor does apply to the party, but Speed doesn't. So that's why you want Speed on every single Jedi, basically. Also, Force Wave is hilarious, but Speed's also hilarious. OP. So we're gonna pick that. Yes. Always. Damn bully. Rod just got an update today. Yeah, I think I saw that in the Discord server. Practicing some LUA scripting. That is a noble thing to do indeed. Alright, let's run the fuck back. Spies say that the Magclaw you were sent here to kill is on his way to the... Yeah. Should have followed. Now you will face his wrath. Oh, is this where you all die? Fine. Have you gotten tired of life yet? That did a lot of damage, though. Valor, please. I would like my strength and all that. Also, let's drop a cheeky little... We don't actually need a cheeky little heal, but... Of course, this motherfucker is slow as a... Why are you so... You too? Oh, come on, man. Fine. Alright. Master Rapid Shot the fuck out of him. Now, we of course don't need any of that. He can just attack. And deal ungodly amounts of damage. As you... That did 50. The damage. The damage! It's like the horror, only then the damage. That's what this is. Fuck me, that did more than 100 damage. If we had Flurry, we would be so OP. Alright, so apparently they weren't happy with us murdering what's his face, wanting to kill Chandar, something like that. You understand it well enough to use yourself. That's very good, because otherwise we'd be stuck here. Unless we can climb these trees, which we can't. I also probably should have saved before transitioning into the cutscene. But I hope we'll be fine. Very peaceful. Alright, now. Apparently there's gonna be a little bit of a civil war going on here, which of course we're just gonna mercilessly cut our way through. Can we already change the part? No. Alright, Jolie, you know that I do appreciate you, but I would like someone else in here. Alright. Which ones of you are going to cause me trouble? And tell me what you did for him. My fellow hunters split on what should be done. Some were loyal to Chandar. We had a fight. Right, let's hurry. Yeah, don't worry. I'm ready for some battle. I have been since I got here, but you refused to let me kill him then. But you will not refuse me now. It's a reunion indeed, and you're about to meet a horrible fate. I have the hilt held by the true chieftain. And now with the hilt and the blade combined, we form one blade. Yeah, Harry Apes ever shut up. Chandar, he has power, he's the honorable one. Let's go with the honorable one. This may pay off later down the line. Is it the best course? Well, wasn't his whole deal that he had beef with his brother? Or is this the mandatory, are you sure you wish to make this story choice event? It's probably what it is. Do you have to fight, talk through it? That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna kill him. I still have Zerka support. We'll see who dies today. I'm sorry, mate, but there is... Oh, whoa, 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 not yet. First, we gotta activate our buffs. So just hang back for a second while I become the most OP buff stick you've ever seen. I feel like I don't need an energy shield, though a hyper battle stimulant would be preferable. We're not gonna... I don't have time to apply all of these. I'm already being engaged right now. So let's just stick to the battle stimulant. Of course I say that and then that happens. HK, are you using rapid shot? No. It's unacceptable. Now, are we done? Yeah, alright. So fuck the hyper battle stimulant and let's just attack. Do you see these numbers? These numbers. The damage is over 9,000. Well, maybe not, but they're very fucking high, let me tell you. This is where we bring out the blaster and just start blasting, because we literally will die before we even get there. And that was that. Well done, everyone. What will we do about the slavers? Kill them all, probably. We will fight them. It will be difficult, but I swear they won't take another one of my people without bloodshed. And rally a defense. I mean, we kind of know how this goes, you know. This is probably a... You know, the indigenous people rise up against the conquistadors, and then they bringing the measles and the muskets and the horses, and then they all die. But at least it's a feel-good moment because we did the right thing. Not that history is gonna, you know, remember it as such. It may be, yeah, it was a valiant defense, but then they all died because the starships bombed them from orbit. Again, let's just enjoy the feel-good moment before that. I think it's time I was leaving. You have done a great service. Kashyyyk will remember you well past your lifetime. Well, thank you. I don't think that's you're even gonna remember me for a year, because before that the starships are gonna come down and kill you all, but that's okay. This is Star Wars. Realistic stuff doesn't happen here. You may actually live through this because of that. Where honor and trust of kin ruled above all. I have thought about it a great deal. I would like this ceremonious blade that we've held for eons, sacred, you know, to our people, but I want it. So how about you give me that? What? Man, this universe makes so little sense. I would be fitting. Shut up, I want some credits. No, sure, if you're gonna give me an OP blade, that's fine. Depending on how OP it is. That's quite a request. Perhaps I should consider it an investment. I don't think this is gonna pay off, my friend. And I'll happily say so. I don't need your blade. You can keep it. Legacy of our people held by chieftains and future chieftains. I want this. I'll bring it back one day, he says. Let the two halves of the blade be once more. Ooh, are we gonna reforge in our seal? Alright then. Jolie, I think it's time for you to leave. Bastila, come in. Actually, before we do, let's strip him of all the really good gear like that. Sanesiki's blade, we're gonna probably need that ourselves. I mean, that one you can keep. Meh, that one you can keep. Fine. Now, party. Alright, let's get Bastila back in here. How you doing, girl? You've lost your weapon. Back a ceremonial blade. I must say, 8 to 18 is not great. I mean, it's better than the double-bladed lightsaber. Attack modifier +2, and it is upgrade. Okay, this may upgrade. This may upgrade into something pretty good. Let's see, did I upgrade your lightsaber at all? Did you have the double-bladed one? I feel like you did. Alright, hang on. Yeah. You were wielding that, only I gave it to Juhani. Did you? Holy fuck, that is strength +4. Jesus. Can I get an amen? Holy shit. Strength +4. That is damage for days. That is damage for days. Where's that double-bladed super thing? There it is. No, that's the Craft double. I mean, this one. 11 to 25. With a stun chance of 50% on hit. With a DC of 10. Which means you can negate it, but... yeah, that's a lot of damage. Oh, okay, so the strength +4 adds... basically +2 damage. I mean, I'll take it. Wisdom +5. I feel like I want this myself. But I don't think I can because I am... oh, I can. Okay, so do we sacrifice... do we sacrifice the skills for the wisdom? Can I get a quick description of what wisdom does again? I feel like it was force power stuff, which is pretty good. But that interface visor is also OP as fuck. +4 to computer use, demo, and security. But that doesn't help us in combat. That does. You know what? Let's go with this. We can always switch out, right? If we need to for utility purposes. Right, you can have that for now. Brashik's armband. Regular ass energy shield here. Have a Arcanian energy shield. No implants. Bastila cannot actually have implants. You heard it here first. Alright. Juhani, would you mind going back to the ship and sending HK back? Thank you. Now. Okay, guys, I have to go now. Nice stream, and maybe see you later. Alright, work. Thanks for hanging out here as usual, and I will see you later. Demand their women and children. What? I think this whole war was to get rid of the slavers, not the other way around, Daranger. Do we level up again? Damn. Chundar's Bowcaster. Is that some super OP item? Oh, right, we do have to actually... It's not bad. That is 7 to 17. Attack mod +2. It's not bad, but it's not upgradable. So, if it was upgradable, then it would have probably been pretty good. Also, that looks ridiculous. It's like, I'm sorry, mate, but there is no universe, not even Star Wars, in which that is considered fashion. Freya. Much is happening, but I can spare a moment. Okay, well, never mind. Was I simply too struck with grief to see anything? No, they actually had stealth. I know, Mandalorians with stealth? Wouldn't have anticipated it myself. Yeah, sure, but I've got bills to pay. I mean, we have enough money to pay any bills right now. If you look at our credits right now, we are rolling in them. So, we do not need to take these poor people's money, because that is just... That's some scumbag shit. I mean, I'll take everything in your wicker bins, though.
What can I...
Skills. Treat injury awareness. That's all you're good for. She's a very aware motherfucker. She's also very good at healing. Night speed, as usual. Valor we don't need. Stasis field would be good. Toss lightsaber. Pretty good. Damage is 1. Okay, so it doesn't actually deal the damage of the lightsaber. That's unfortunate. Except, oh, apparently we get 2 levels. Right, Master 2-Weapon Fighting. Oh, Master 2-Weapon Fighting with Master Flurry. This is gonna be a dance of death. And with Master Speed, this is power. This is power. Skills. Persuade, 20. Computer use and... Should we put some in the treat? Nah, repair. I mean, screw the rest, right? I mean, we got enough security to open any container, but... Maybe we should put some more in the security, just to make sure that we can actually open any container. Oh, we got 2 points. Interesting. We can do Force Shield and then Force Armor for a... Instead of +2 to defense, we then get +6. But let's see what else we can get. We can get Force Immunity to help against those damn Dark Jedi nonsense people. Can we save this for later? No. Can't get Death Field or Force Storm. I don't know how many levels we're going to get after this. Level 17. Alright, so we're going to get 3 more levels after this. I feel like we need to get the Force Immunity and then the Shield, which eventually leads into the armor. And then later on, we may be able to get both the Force Storm and the Death Field. We could get Force Breach. Suppression and then into Breach, which will cancel Force powers active on the target. Such as, you know, Aura, Armor, you know, the whole thing. Which, this is again an anti-boss thing, but I don't think we need more anti-boss stuff. Aside from the Force Immunity. It's mostly mind affecting, which is our issue. But if you look at our stats right now, for example, the Dexterity is through the fucking roof. We actually have a +5 mod on that. Max Dexterity bonus is +8, which means we're still in the clear. We're never gonna get to 26 Dexterity anyway, so we're fine. Strength is really low, so the damage we do is kind of limited, but again, our items are good enough that we still have a decent amount of damage. Wisdom is great, because we got that circle thing on our head. That thing. Got a lot of force powers, or force points. I imagine that's linked to the wisdom. Charisma is good. Intelligence is amazing. And that was it. Let's see.
I do.
She does. I like that animation. That's a good animation. What the fuck are people talking about? I figured it would be a 100% prostitution-based society. See, that's the first thing I read, and then I immediately don't want to read anymore. That is all I need to know about the state of chat right now. So I'm just gonna keep walking.